closely. Excellent show. Now, Lamar Odom. I mean, y'all got some good ball players. Don't get me wrong. But, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Now, Dominique Wilkins, number 9 player, greatest player to never win a ring. Number 8. He goes by the name of the 8 Train. D-Late. Other words, one of the best, one of the strongest centers in the history of the league. Killed it in the ABA, killed it in the NBA. One of the biggest headaches in the history of one. Kareem Abdul, the GOAT, Jabbar's head is one artist, Gilmore. Yeah. Now, with that being said, the next person on the list had the biggest foot in the NBA. One of the few, I think he's one of the only of 20 men in the history of the league to average 20 and 10 over his career. Dominated for the Detroit Pistons, killed it for the Milwaukee Bucks. He goes by the name of one Robert Lanier. Bob Lanier is the number 7 guy in regards to being a NBA great that never won a ring. Kendall Gill, Nick Anderson, Kenny Battle, Steve Bartle, Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala, Mark Aguirre, Terry Cummins, Eddie Johnson, Hersey Hawkins. So don't starve with me, man. Best pork chop sideburns in the world. Hey, angry black man must be busy. Dwayne Wade. Don't get me started, man. Marcus Liberty, man. Ken the Snake Anderson, man. Kenwan Gas. Howard Nathan. Jawan Howard. All bums. See? That's how you gonna do it. You said Albert King, Chief Rock. You said Albert King, Chief Rock. For real? You said Albert King. And you just call those dudes I named bums. Chief Rock, I will go back in time, get you back in shape, and you would beat Albert King 1-on-1. You said Albert King. Derrick Rose. Van Fleet on TV right now, killer. You see Van Fleet, they inbounding the ball right now. So come on, y'all, get up out of here with that nonsense. Now, another thing, this is what this week. See, the thing is with this Magic Johnson thing. On the first day, they played the Blame Magic Johnson game. Tony Allen, Rod Strickland, one of the greatest. Tony Allen, man. Patrick Beverly. So they played the Blame Magic Johnson game. The next day, it was to incorporate LeBron James and drag his name through the mud. The question I have for you is this: If Rich Paul, I didn't even say Darius Miles, Quentin Richardson, what's his name? Corey Maggette. I got names too, y'all. Stephen Hunter. What's the tall boy name? Played for the Clippers. Stephen Hunter and Bobby Simmons. So don't get me started, man. I got a bunch. Quentin Buckner, Rick Mahorn, Bill Lambier, Illinois, man. On this thing. Kevin Duckworth. But the whole LeBron thing, like, why is it that every time you are a product of Clutch Sports, people want to say LeBron is controlling you? First and foremost, your agent works for you. And we always want to run this LeBron James is trying to control the league thing. The last time I checked, Gus Williams needs to be in the Hall of Fame. How the fuck is Vlade Divac in the Hall of Fame and Gus Williams not? Criminal. Fucking criminal, I tell you that, man. But why is it that Clutch Conversation? Why is it that Clutch Sport is always brought up when you talk about people moving around? I get it, man. You scared LeBron James is going to empower a lot of these young brothers, and they not going to follow suit. I get it, but the last time I checked, let's just name a few people who forced their way out of situations. With David Falk being his representative, one Charles Wade Barkley did this. With Chris Paul forced his way out of New Orleans. Who's his agent? I challenge anybody to type in the chat room, Chris Paul's agent. Jersey Vern. And he make the league, though. I challenge anybody to tell me Chris Paul's agent. How about this? Dwight Howard forced his way out of Orlando. No. What's his agent name? We've seen for time, years after year after year after year, people force their way out of situations. You never hear the agent comes up. The agent name come up. But somehow, some way, LeBron James and his crew, they get blamed for everything. Your agent works for you. Your agent works for you. You don't work for your agent. So stop minimizing. Nope. Ray Allen's from Connecticut. North Carolina. Sorry, Jungle. Try again. But it's foolish, man. It's just pure damn foolery. It is tomfoolery. That you want to blame Rich Paul and his crew because they are young men coming from an impoverished situation, empowering other impoverished individuals and not allowing you to pimp them. Stop using terminology like betterment of the team. It's a business decision, and these dudes will stop conducting like a business. If you look, to go back to the Russell Wilson conversation, if you want Russell Wilson, if you really want football players to be loyal to you, don't wait till I get to the last year of my contract. Do like you do the other big-time players. Go to them with 2 years left saying, hey, man, look, we're going to need you to take a haircut, but we're going to give you an extension now instead of wait. Exactly. Please don't put Kevin Garnett in the Chicago thing. Thank you, Rated for Life. I don't take credit for him. You can't live. You got to be born in Illinois and live in Illinois to rep Illinois. We ain't having it. LaFonso Ellis. That's why, it's just a sad commentary that when you talk about AD, they want to call him meager and timid and things of that nature. You don't know these guys. You mean Sugar Ray Richardson? Ray Allen's from Carolina, homeboy. And this is why, I understand, like I was saying, I understand Jerry West is the guru in regards to picking talent and things like that. But check this out, y'all. One Wayne Embry put together Brad Daugherty, Mark Price, Craig Elo, Larry Nance, Hot Rod Williams, Kevin Johnson. Those guys were all, everybody but Wayne Embry, Craig Elo made an all-star team and were considered a top 10, top 15 player at one point in their league. So stop it with the shenanigans that brothers can't do it. Please stop it with the shenanigans because we can. You want to look at Elgin Baylor. Look at Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor picked some big-time ball players. Charles Smith. He traded for Doc Rivers. He got Mark Jackson. He traded for Mark Jackson. He drafted Danny Manning. He drafted a bunch of very good players, but he couldn't keep them simply because the owner of the team was a piece of ish. I repeat, the owner of the team was a piece of ish. He didn't want, he also hired Lenny Wilkins. Exactly. He hired Mike Fratello. He put together a hell of a team. It's a bunch of brothers that have done very well, but due to poor or inept ownership, they didn't get a chance to shine. So stop it with the shenanigans. Please stop it with the shenanigans. Please, just stop. Stop it. Elgin Baylor is dressed up to be the biggest clown, working for a dude who didn't want him to succeed. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Stop it with the nonsense. I ain't trying to hear it. So when you do this, please represent properly. And if we want to talk about people and places and things who are inept, we can look at a couple of these NBA franchises. I'm gonna pull them up right now. And you want to question Magic Johnson's ability to do his job? Let's go across the NBA landscape real fast. Now, look at the standings. If Magic Johnson don't know what he's doing, please help me understand why the New York Knicks, up into the last 2 years, how anybody ain't got burned at the stake. Danny Ainge is the man. Danny Ainge ain't done nothing in 10 years. LeBron made 9 straight NBA Finals, knocking out Danny Ainge teams along the way, and flat out, Danny Ainge ain't done shit since they gifted him Ray Allen and gifted him Kevin Garnett. The Brooklyn Nets ain't done shit since Dr. J was there. The Orlando Magic ain't done shit in a coon's age. The Detroit Pistons ain't done a damn thing until you hired Dwayne, what's his name? Dwayne Casey. The great Pat Riley ain't won a damn thing without LeBron James. So he was down there for a month of Sundays. He got lucky with Dwayne Wade, and then he ain't done nothing since. The Wizards ain't done nothing since Wes Unseld. The Atlanta Hawks ain't done nothing since the 50s. The Bulls are a straight soul circus clown show. The Cleveland Cavaliers drafted Jungle Brother last time they had the first pick, and he said he was going to keep driving his truck. So please stop trying to tell me that Magic Johnson don't know what the hell he's doing, because it's obvious that he did have some semblance. If you want to go through this NBA, the Golden State Warriors were not good from the late 70s with Rick Barry up until yesterday. So stop it. If you got to give people more, my point and conclusion to this point is this: you got to give people more time than 3 years to get shit in order. Now, I want to kick Alvin Gentry and his ass for saying that Anthony Davis got bad information. Alvin Gentry, from what I understand, you are a very good X's and O's coach. You know what the hell you're doing. You are very solid at your job. Point blank, period. But add who to the list? Oh, Paxton and Foreman. Hell yeah. A couple of clowns. I get it, man. I get it that, you got people failing upward. You got Luke Walton leads the Lakers in order for Vlade Divac to hire the coach. Please, somebody explain to me how Magic Johnson is doing a bad job. But Vlade Divac has hired, he has fired Brendan Malone and Dave Yeager. Brendan Malone is arguably one of the top 3 coaches this season. I ain't saying he's one of the top 3 coaches in the league, but this season he a top 3, top 5 coach in the league, and he got fired by Vlade Divac. This dude Dave Yeager has brought the Sacramento Kings back to relevance, and he got fired by Vlade Divac. The Kings ain't been shit since Chris Webber was there, but his job he ain't on the Budweiser hot seat. Somebody explain that to me. How the hell did Luke Walton, who was 5 games under 500, get a job quicker than the big nasty Corliss Williamson? He got a job faster than Mark Jackson. He got a job faster than Tyronn Lue. He got a job faster than Patrick Ewing. He ain't done a damn thing to want. Damn, that was butter. Straight butter, baby. They ain't playing. Hey, man, I think he's from Chicago, too, man. I think he's from Chicago, too, man. And the Pargo boys, too. How about that? The Pargo boys from Chicago. Oh, by the way, Sean Marion is from Illinois, too, from the northwest suburbs of Chicago. The Matrix. Yeah. Yeah. So how is that possible? How is that possible? Now, Alvin Gentry steps up and says he received bad information. Mr. Gentry, stop being a good company, man. Please stop being a good company, man. I understand you're trying to maintain employment. You got things to do and you got people to see. But sometimes we must learn to just stay silent. stay silent. Shout out to David Griffin for